All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm still trying to get the lighting situated. This ring light that she has is not exactly working, so I've got my little clip-on ring light, and it doesn't seem to be enough. So my face looks a little red or something. I don't know. I'm still trying to get the lighting right. So forgive me and thank you for your patience. All right, in this video, oh, by the way, we went and picked up the Route 66 shirt. I know you guys can't see it when I'm sitting down, but I wanted to show you guys that. Okay. I've got to address the smear campaign because a lot has been said, not just about me, but also Marissa. I want to clear the air and just sort of tell my side of the story. I mean, the biggest lie, I guess, within the smear campaign is that we're on drugs or that she's relapsed because of me or I've relapsed because of her. She even had some like weird comments on her social media. I guess just trolls and gang stalkers and Puerto Ricans we're going to her channel saying, you know, basically just trying to fuck up her social media. Listen, Marissa has a sober living podcast, okay? It's called the Uncomfortably Numb Podcast. It's a very good podcast. She's done several episodes. She has guests. She does like episodes with just herself, but she also interviews guests. And she talks all about her, you know, recovery from her addictions. We've both been clean about the same time. I think we both got clean near like 2018, 2019, something like that. So we've been clean for like 5 years, both of us. And, you know, I'm not going to like talk all about her shit. Like she already addresses all that on her channel. If you want to hear her story, you know, she can tell it herself on her channel. But, you know, the truth is like, we are both very committed to sobriety. We're both very committed to our recovery from, you know, drugs, and we were both basically addicted to the same types of drugs, you know, so these are like hardcore addictions that we're talking about. Obviously, you know, this is it is serious. I mean, it's a terminal illness, really. Addiction is a terminal illness, but the truth of the matter is that, you know, we're both clean. We've been clean for a while. We're both very solid in recovery, and I think that was one of the reasons that we both decided to take this leap of faith together, because we are in, you know, healthy areas in our life. You know, she's had her life together out here in LA. I've gotten my life together out in Virginia Beach. The distance really does make things hard, so that's why we're trying to close the distance here a little bit and figure this thing out. But if I thought that I was in a situation with Marissa or anybody else where I thought I was going to end up relapsing, the last thing I would do is, you know, put myself there. You know, I'm much more aware of my triggers now that I'm older, right now, because I've had so much time to process my addiction. I've been in and out of treatments all throughout my 20s, so I've had a lot of it's like even the treatments that didn't necessarily work, they did work. Like I learned a lot. Like even the rehabs where I went for 30 days and stayed clean for 6 months and then ended up relapsing, I still learned something. I still learned coping mechanisms. So, you know, I've had a lot of time throughout my life to reflect on my problem. You know, my addiction to, I mean, really my drug of choice is opiates. You guys know that, but I get addicted to a lot of things. Right? I have a very addictive personality. My addictive personality traits, they express themselves not just through drugs but in other ways as well, which is something else that both of us I think are conscious of, because that can kind of lead to codependency issues and that sort of thing. It can, even when you're clean, if you're not like focusing on your sobriety, focusing on your you know, your recovery, you can kind of slip into relationships where the relationship sort of takes the place of the drugs. And both of us, we don't want to do that either. You know, we're very happy with where we're at personally, you know, with our personal foundations. And now it's time, you know, I feel like it's time, and I would assume she feels the same way too, to build something together. You know, now that we have our own foundations, we can kind of add to that. So, I mean, she has a lot to offer me in that way. I have a lot to offer her because we understand each other in that way, in that kind of context. It's really hard for me to relate to somebody who can't really like relate to me. You know, like it's a lot of people think it's a bad idea, right? When two addicts get together, like I understand that fear, I really do. But people meet in AA all the time. People meet and get married in AA and rehabs. I mean, this kind of thing happens. And if your significant other has no like real context or no real idea of what you're going through or what you've been through or what you're still going to be struggling with, it's how do you make something like that work? I mean, is it fate that we've both sort of had similar issues with substance abuse and we've sort of found each other at this point in time? I think it is fate. You know, I do believe in fate in the in terms of God's divine plan, like the book of life. I think we're all written in it already. My light is starting to die. Look, it's dying. So sad. I do believe in fate. So I mean, I don't think I would be fated to be with somebody if they didn't if I didn't understand them and they didn't understand me. But I mean, the smear campaign, it has made things really, really difficult. Obviously, it's put pressure under me, right? I'm back out in California, and it's putting pressure on her because a lot of this is kind of new for her. You know, the social media, she's been doing it a while. You know, she's obviously had Facebook accounts and Instagram, and she's got her YouTube channel. She followed the Carterverse for a while, so I mean, she's well aware of how toxic some of these Puerto Rican gang stalkers can be. But I don't think Marissa, honestly, I don't think she signed up for all the hate that she's getting. And that puts me in a weird position, right? Because it's like, should I feel like it's my fault? Should I feel guilty? And I don't want to be somebody that I don't want to be the cause of her social media getting fucked up or her, you know, becoming less motivated to upload because of me or toxic people that follow me. And this has sort of plagued some of my, you know, I mean, just because I like being such a public person, every time I get involved with somebody, it does end up kind of being out there because I share my life with you guys. I vlog, I share my opinions, my story times, my interests. So, you know, when I started introducing her onto my social media, it was almost immediately haters came out of the woodwork, not only to trash me, but also to try to drag her name through the mud. So I'm not only trying to clear me and my intentions and what we're doing, but, you know, I also kind of have to stand up for her. You know, she would never ask me to, but I feel like I should. And some of the things that are being said are they're completely unwarranted, you know, and it's really a shame because these haters, they don't know Marissa. They may feel like they know me. They may have been following me for a while, but they're taking a lot of their hate and their anger out on me and, you know, putting it, unleashing it on her. So it feels bad. And it does put pressure, right? It puts pressure on both of us. It definitely puts pressure on me because, you know, this stuff can be kind of toxic. But yeah, I really want to get on here and just clear the air about some things because, you know, she's had people that have called her kind of asking her hey, what's going on? Are you okay? And it's yeah, we're fine. We're okay. We're dealing with this smear campaign on the internet, on, you know, Cheetah's social media. But other than that, you know, we're okay. This is kind of the conversation we have to have because people keep calling. People from my life, you know, my family, they can't believe, because they follow me on Facebook and stuff, they cannot believe the shit that has gone on the past week. My entire family thinks I should just get off the internet, you know, but I could never do that. Because, you know, I enjoy it. It's a hobby of mine. And for those of you out there that are saying that I'm posting videos again for money, or that I'm making drama videos again for money, it's simply not true. The channel is demonetized. So I don't think this channel will ever get remonetized, at least with ad revenue. So no, I just enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing it. You guys enjoy watching it. And I've missed it. I've missed these, you know, I've missed these personal uploads, guys. I really have. You know, so we're going to go on about our day. We're going to go on about our lives, no matter what people are saying. And there has been some genuine support out there. So to close out this video, I want to thank you guys that have been supportive, that have been loving and kind supportive of me, supportive of Marissa, supportive of what we're trying to do together. And, I see you guys over there showing her some love as well. So it hasn't been all hate, but of course, psychologically, these hate comments, they really stand out. They do. And I think just in time, people will kind of understand us both. People may have the wrong idea about us. They may think like, this whole thing is risky, or, it's all just going to blow up. But like I said, we're both in healthy places in our lives. I've been through this kind of thing before, and I think I know this time around, in God, in Christ, things will be different. You got to understand too, I have never devoted my life to God as much as I have, in recent history. So when I was out in California before, I was completely lost. I was completely godless. I had no sense of God or my own sin, and that's just not the case anymore. And speaking of God, we actually did go visit St. Sophia yesterday. So I made a vlog about that. I will post that probably in the next couple of days. But I wanted to get on here and just address some of this. I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for all of the support. And you can follow her podcast. It's the Uncomfortably Numb podcast. Things are kind of crazy right now because we're in the process of moving. She was dealing with gang stalkers before I even got here. So it's just been crazy. She hasn't uploaded an episode in like a week. But, I support her on the Uncomfortably Numb podcast. I want her to continue to do that. I don't want her to just, vlog and just do all this bullshit that I like to do just because I like to do it. So, if you guys go over there and encourage her and watch her stuff. And she has an Instagram as well for the Uncomfortably Numb podcast. Go show some support. Love her, and just thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate it.